right, you guys ready for an impromptu as react? I literally just got messaged by this or about this. Juzzi made another video only 2 hours ago. Only 2 hours ago. About another potentially cheating Latreon speedrun. So I'm really curious. I'm so curious. Okay. I can't wait to see this. I'm really excited. Let's see. You guys ready? Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if they cheated for clout or what, but we'll see. Apparently it has something to do with impossible AI. So hopefully it's good. Possible AR cheating for a Latreon speedrun. Let's go!
After the whole debacle with the blindfolded Latreon cheater, I was contacted by a few different runners separately. All of them had very similar questions, which were basically asking why I spent so much effort in investigating this blindfold run. From the perspective of most experienced Iceborne speedrunners, this blindfold run was so obviously fake that it didn't require such efforts to disprove. They believed that these efforts were better directed towards more egregious and prolific cheaters who had been prime suspects amongst the Iceborne speedrunning community for years. As such, their follow-up questions were all very similar too. They wanted to know why I had cooperated with the cheater to catch another cheater. The person they were referring to was Deva, or Idavast.
Wait, oh, this was at the end of, this was at the end of Carl's video, right? Either Carl's or Abisoft's video. They put these like credits for people who helped them in order to analyze Queen's runs and figure out how she cheated. And this dude was in the credits, and now people are saying that he's a cheater too. So apparently this Deva person, or Devastate out. Ooh, okay, so someone who helped catch Queen cheat is a cheater themselves? Let's fucking go.
I am relatively new to the Monster Hunter speedrunning scene, having started playing the series after the Iceborne Fatalis update. But in this short span of time, I have heard many rumors about Deva regarding its disrespectful behavior towards others.
What the? Disrespectful behavior? This is a lot of fucking text. Okay. What? Oh god, wait, he says bad words in this. Oh, he calls people the naughty F word? What? Monster Hunter boomers? Players thought that they have skill because the community was so tiny that they were living in their bubble and had no competition. Is this guy a total dick? I'm assuming D. The D person is Deva? I'm so proud of myself for being #1 speedrunner in the world factually. Oh yeah, chat is covering it. Holy shit. Like look at it. I repeat, factually. What? Seethe and Cope, the people that don't like me are literally so irrelevant to anything. They live in their closed bubble community of delusions and Cope? This dude's an asshole. I read through this and got brain cancer. Disgusting, discrediting people. What a bunch of clowns. If you think overlay helps in the hunt, you're just as word I can't say as the other trash tier speedrunners. Your little brains can't simply understand common logic why overlay wouldn't affect the hunt. PC is cheating is an excuse for trash console players. Okay, I mean I'll agree. PC isn't cheating, but damn, you don't have to say it like that, my guy. Overlay mods are just as common as PC. Blah, blah, blah. Nice Cope, but literally R-word people here only. Oh my gosh. And then, I don't even know if I want to show the rest of this. Wow. I don't know if I can argue that people find this word offensive, or I can argue that people finding this word offensive are racist. What? Is he also the cat person? Are these all him? See, because you are literally dumb, you don't understand. Subhuman piece of shit. And then this? No, bad. I feel like I'm gonna have to like edit this out so that it doesn't show. He put it on YouTube though, so. Holy crap, my guy. Holy shit. That's insane. If that's that Deva guy, like, okay, regardless of whether or not he cheated, he's a piece of shit.
And regarding him allegedly cheating in his speedruns,
Oh god, what is this? So much text! I don't think there's any talk of Deva admitting to using AI mods. He does defend the use of overlays, but most people don't care about that. Evidence for AI modification is like super hard to prove because you can't say, send me a copy of your backend so that I can examine. This is so much. Let's see. I would like to commission a Rise mod for money. For the price, we could talk depending on difficulty. In Rise, monsters have very stupid pathing AI, which makes fixed spawn and fixed subspawn useless. Blah, 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 blah. 2 Japanese speedrunners have this mod, but refuse to share it. It's a massive advantage since it saves hours of resetting for the good spawn. Oh. So wait, he wants... An example, his monsters are 100% on the same spot when he engages them. Even with subspawn fixed, that's still a 1 in 20 chance is really ridiculous. So he wanted to commission a mod for Rise monsters, like, fixed spawns? I mean, I always knew that speedrunners use, like, the spawn mods. Like, isn't that why Team Darkside got in trouble on YouTube? Because they used mods that, like, fixed the spawn? When AT Velt came out, obviously Deva had AI mods and other things made for it, and one of those caused some weird problems where I could never load into a Velcana hunt. Oh my god, this is fucking crazy. I don't know enough about like AI modding and cheating and shit and speedruns for this, but it seems intense. Oh.
However, there didn't seem to be enough concrete evidence to back these claims. I just knew that he had garnered a lot of infamy amongst the Iceborne speedrunning community, as someone who would allegedly use any means possible to try and achieve record times. The allegations against Deva this time were primarily times.
You can emulate it, but let's see. I tried playing Rise. I'd have to buy it since this game can't be cracked. If y'all know a way, let me know. You could emulate it, but that need strong performance GPU. Can't play online. Blah, blah, blah. Wait, I was using an emulator and doing runs because easy mods. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's just talking about emulating the game.
The allegations against Deva this time were primarily
which is bad. Don't do that.
To create him private mods that manipulated monster AI. With all these past and present allegations, I thought that this would be worth investigating. As the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's fire. There were several key runs that were flagged to me. Yard Garuga and Gold Rathian runs where the monsters only do tail flips and get dunked repeatedly, and 2 separate HVG Elatrian runs where the monster executes near identical moveset sequences.
So he's modding the AI of the monsters to make it so that they only do the moveset he wants, is what it sounds like?
The first 2 runs, whilst exhibiting very favorable RNG, were not necessarily indicative of AI modification. The wake-up tail flips the monsters did were part of the regular moveset and only happened 2 to 3 times in a row, so they could be attributed to just moveset grinding. The 2 HPG runs, however, were very suspicious looking. Apart from one attack, Elatrian's moveset sequences were identical between the runs. All the runners who contacted me...
Oh yeah, it's kind of hard to see because my fat head is covering it, but like, I think you can still even tell just from that they are literally like second by second the exact same thing.
...were convinced that Deva had tampered with Elatrian's AI to produce these sequences. In their own extensive experience running the monster, getting such similar AI pans is incredibly unlikely.
These are 2 different runs and they look the same.
Even considered separately, they believe these runs had ridiculously good RNG that borders on impossible. I was also directed towards the fact that Deva was good friends with Retro, a hammer runner who had allegedly cheated AI on a hammer Elatrian run.
No! Not the hammer cheated Elatrian run! Don't do that. Don't do that to my hammer. Don't give my hammer a bad name by doing a cheated hammer run. Fuck you. I'm some chat for a hammer, homies. No.
According to these runners, Retro's Elatrian did not fly when it should have. Retro had quickly deleted or privated his run shortly after he was accused of cheating, which...
Oh, so whoever Retro is, was accused of cheating because Electron should have flown and he didn't, and then he immediately deleted the VOD like right after he got called out? Don't do that. Don't do that. Go cheat with another weapon, okay? Don't cheat with hammer.
Is suspect behavior, but none of the runners I asked could give an exact or consistent answer as to why Elatrian did not fly when he should have. However,
Okay, even if like people couldn't give an exact answer as to why he did it, the fact that the dude deleted the VOD like right afterwards, oh, that like doesn't look good. If you're innocent, you don't delete the evidence, man.
getting ridiculously good RNG on his runs and being friends with another alleged cheater are not sufficient evidence to prove that Deva was manipulating AI. Considering his HPG runs were 2 years apart, he may well have just spent the time grinding to shave off 3 seconds, and ended up getting very similar but even more optimal AI. The only way to conclusively prove that there was any AI modification would be either to identify impossible monster behaviors that occur during these runs and prove that they are impossible, which I was not able to do at this time, or to contact any AI modders and verify if Deva had requested commissions from them. But I didn't personally know any of these AI modders. And if I were the AI modders, I probably wouldn't disclose such information about a paying client to some guy who has been doing cheater investigation videos.
That's so funny. I mean, one, it's probably a good thing that he doesn't actually know AI modders because, you know, it doesn't help his own argument if he actually knows the AI modder, but also fucking fair point. I bet none of these modders and speedrunners who are cheating are going to give him any time of day because of his recent history.
So since there was no conclusive evidence of any malpractice and no leads to go on, the investigation hit a dead end for a few weeks.
Oh, he's been working on this for a while.
For these weeks, I just spent my time grinding Sunbit runs and playing Iceborne casually. My favorite monster to hunt in Iceborne is, coincidentally, a Latrian. One day, I suddenly had a thought while hunting him. I noticed that a Latrian almost never seemed to do certain moves twice in a row without being interrupted. I then remembered the discussions I had with these runners and the accusations, and decided to go back and take another look at Deva's runs. I also saw that Deva had done a charge weight run on a Latrian as well, one that I had watched a couple years ago when I was just a casual player. Upon rewatching the 2 HVG runs and the charge weight run, I realized they all had a common theme. Alatrian absolutely spammed the Lightning Rain move. Lightning Rain accounted for 6 out of 8 moves in the 147 HPG run.
Is that because that's an easy
5
move?
out of 8 moves in the 144 HPG run, and 9 out of 17 grounded moves in the Charge Blade run. If you look only at the first 9 moves Alatrian did in the Charge Blade run, 7 of those were Lightning Rain. Again, well...
Is it because that's like an easier move to like dodge, or is it just because you want to guarantee certain moves so that you know, like, do they help with the speed run if he does this move versus another move? I'm assuming. Maybe, yeah. If, like, you can do more damage during that move versus other moves, I'm assuming.
Whilst this is very, very unlikely, it is possible through extensive grinding to get such favorable RNG. Though the Charge Blade run's description mentioned that Deva had only grinded a week for it.
Finally done after a week. That's what this says. It says it only took him a week. It's pure AI grind and too many RNG factors. But I will leave it at a sub 3-minute 50. If I got the third elemental topple right when it flight and Palago paralyzed, it can go sub 3-minute 30.
Maybe he was just the luckiest guy in the world.
Alatrian stands still during that? Makes sense.
Moments in the 147 HPG run and the Charge Blade run where Alatrian did 2 Lightning Rains in a row, uninterrupted.
How often does... Okay, I do not have 4,000 Alatrion kills. Is it rare for Alatrion to do 2 Lightning Rains in a row like that? Like, I'm usually too busy focusing on dodging the Lightning Rain to, like, count. So it is super rare for him to do them in a row like that. So that is super fucking sus then. Damn. And then he got it twice, apparently. So 2 different runs, he got 2 Lightning Rains right in a row.
I began to ask around, contacting many of the experienced Iceborne runners that I knew, particularly those who specialized in Alatrian. What I wanted to know was how often they saw Alatrian do 2 Lightning Rain moves in a row.
There we go.
The responses I got were pretty similar. Most of these runners don't recall seeing this behavior during their grinds, though a few of them were unsure. I could only really think of one way to be certain of whether this attack pattern was possible: to analyze the Iceborne game files that dictated Alatrian's AI.
Ooh.
To do so, I contacted an anonymous expert in Iceborne AI and assembled a team of Monster Hunter players whose day jobs involved coding. This person...
Oh shit, I don't understand any of this. The end of this, our analysis focused on the attack patterns and what would prompt a Lightning Rain attack, or possibly 2 consecutive Lightning Rain attacks. Let's see. Files contained many nodes that would check for things like player distance, player state, Electron's elemental state, his HP, whether he was flying, whether his horns were broken, etc., and dictate behaviors like its movement, attack patterns, and state changes.
It extracted two main files that dictated Electron's behavior, EM05000 and EM05055. These files make up the majority of Electron's AI script. A simple explanation of how they work is that there is code that checks Electron's current state. For example, if it's in fire, ice, or dragon mode, how much HP it has left, if its horns are broken, checks the distance, direction, and state of the player, and dictates how Electron moves and attacks. By analyzing this file, we found that Electron's attack patterns are generally 1, 2, 3 combos, but sometimes it could skip the 2 in the combo, or both 1 and 2 in the combo. There were different clusters of nodes that dictated this attack behavior. There were sections of nodes that execute attacks 1 and 2, there were sections that execute attack 1 and skipped attack 2, and there was a separate section that executed attack 3. We discovered that Electron never skipped attack 3, and would start new combos after executing attack 3. However, if Electron was interrupted at any point in the combo, it would restart from the beginning of a new combo. Interruptions include any damage reaction that Electron has, such as flinches, claggers, elemental topples, KOs, horn breaks, etc., and also any damage reaction that the player has, such as getting hit, pinned, or stunned. The key attack we were looking for, Lightning Rain, was executed through node 135.
This is
Node
so beyond my brain
itself
comprehension.
is pretty simple. It rolls a 50% chance to either go to node 133 or node 134. Node
Juzzi, can you dumb it down for me, please?
Initiate moves Electron around Thunder and Electron around Thunder 2. These moves are the same for the purposes of a possible double Lightning Rain. They have identical animations and sounds, and are both called from node 135.
I need
All that changes between
the
them
AI
is the
coding for
locations of the lightning
dummies,
strikes.
please.
The only references to node 133 or node 134 was from node 135. Node 135 itself, however, had many other references to it. We quickly found that the section of nodes that executed attack 3 in Electron's combos did not contain any direct or indirect references to node 135.
Okay,
Therefore,
looking at this, basically all this like crazy node shit and AI stuff that is way over my fucking head, it basically looks like none of the above nodes lead to the node that causes a double lightning rain. Oh my gosh. 1 and 2 part of Electron's attack patterns can't contain double lightning rain. Since the 3 part of Electron's attack pattern doesn't contain lightning rain either, and Electron always finishes an attack from 3 before starting a new attack pattern, Electron will never do 2 lightning rains in a row uninterrupted from its normal attack pattern. Long fucking story short, they analyzed the AI, they looked at all this crazy fucking attack nodes and shit that I don't understand, and he never does 2 lightning rains in a row unless you interrupt him. Long fucking story short.
Since during an uninterrupted combo, attack
Layman terms, bot goes
for a double lightning rain combo to occur, it would have to occur in the 1-2 stage of Electron's combos. We examined the nodes that reference node 135 and then directed to an additional attack node afterwards.
This makes my head hurt, but like the last sentence makes sense.
1-2 stage of a combo. Here is a list of all the nodes with the non-zero probability of calling node 135, and here are all the additional attack nodes they lead to. What we found was that none of these additional attack nodes had a non-zero probability of calling node 135, meaning that the 1-2 stage of a combo could not execute a double lightning rain either. So, based on his normal 3-1-3 or 1-2
AI no go.
Electron could never do a double
This makes me feel so stupid, dude. I don't understand any of this.
The only way for Electron to legitimately do 2 lightning rain attacks in a row would be for it to be interrupted during the 1 part of a combo, upon which it will start a new combo at 1 again.
Yeah, I understand.
While this does happen during
I understand that.
Craggers, or topples Electron, these parts are not the issue.
I understand that they looked at the code. Like, I get that. They looked at the code. They went through all the AI and the coding for his attacks and the probability of what will cause him to do what attacks and what combos and what. And they basically found that literally nothing other than interrupting it will cause him to do 2 lightning in a row. And I'm assuming in Deva's runs, he doesn't interrupt in order to get the 2 lightning in a row.
Issue.
Okay, well here he did it. Wait, doesn't this mean he did it if he did a clagger and he interrupted the combo?
The issue is when a Letrian does 2 lightning rains without being interrupted.
Oh, okay, so here it shows him doing it without interrupting it. Lightning Rain 1 in the combo, and then Lightning Rain 2, which is also considered number 1 in the combo.
We did
without
find
any
a reference to
interruption.
node 135 outside of the normal attack band section, however. Node 359 was a node that primarily dealt with the Letrian's movement and would get called before he starts his attack combos. And within this node, there was a reference to node 380, conditional on a variable, self-target, having a value of 55.
So this looks like it's just explaining what they first mentioned, right? That he can, isn't this what he showed in the beginning? If the player is clutch clawed on, then he'll do another lightning rain.
Node 380 itself has a reference to node 381, which then itself has a reference to node 135. This could have hypothetically made it possible for a double lightning rain to occur, should this node 359, node 380, node 381 path lead to node 135, followed by the 1 in the normal attack combo.
Dude might as well be
also
talking
leading to node
like
135.
binary code. I can't
We
understand.
figured out though that self-target 55.
This Electron was modded to... Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This Electron was modded to only attack when self-target was active. All the attacks he did corresponded to those linked in nodes that I don't remember what those nodes are.
5 refers to the state of a Letrian having a player clawed onto it, by doing some AI script editing and testing it in game with the lobotomized Elatrian.
Okay, so he clutch clawed, and then he does lightning rain. So that caused lightning rain to go off because he clutch clawed, like it said. Oh, does he do it again? Oh yeah, he clutch clawed, and then it did lightning rain again. Does he do it again? Do it a third time. Yeah, wait. Is this just happening normally, or did he do something to the game to make... Okay, he just fucking died.
This does exclude the possibility that the node 359 path would have resulted in double lightning rain, like the one seen in Devis runs. He was not clawed onto a Latrian during the uninterrupted double lightning rain. But, in conclusion, our analysis found that the sequences in the 147 HPG run and the Chargeblade run are impossible, and that the Elatrian AI in these runs must have been modified. I think it's also safe to say that the 144 run is modified in the same way.
The Chargeblade run sequence of getting up from a wall bang, engaging a roar, lightning rain, and then a double lightning rain is impossible. The heavy bowgun run sequence of flinch, lightning rain is also impossible. So the Elatrian AI must have been modified.
AI is almost identical. I find it very disingenuous when he claims to have grinded for AI in the introduction and description of these videos.
Fake AI grind montage, let's go!
Engaged in AI manipulation. This also casts a shadow of
This
doubt
is going
upon
so
many
fast,
other
I have no
runs that
clue what's
Dev has
going
done.
on.
The dozens of claims I have heard that he uses private AI mods for a range of monsters now hold greater weight to them, and these other runs should be subject to further scrutiny. Due to my lesson cover.
Up, Juzzi, I saw something you asked in a Discord about me. I am just wondering what this is all about. And Juzzi's just like, did you fix Elatrian AI in your heavy bowgun and Chargeblade runs? And Deva's like, no. Well, I use that wall bangable Elatrion mod. Also, I do non-competitive runs. Chargeblade is old. There wasn't shit like that. Supposedly, I guess this is in a different Discord. Supposedly, I have a cheated run without my knowledge. I still don't know what's wrong with it, but since people have evidence, they must be right. I don't feel guilty, though, because it happens when you have 300 runs. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck? What does that mean? How do you cheat without your knowledge and you don't know what you did wrong, but you don't feel guilty because cheating just happens when you have 300 runs? Like, look at this. Look at this. It just happens when you have 300 runs? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, you know, I fought Electron 300 times, and it's... The modded AI slipped and fell on my dick, and I must have accidentally cheated. What the fuck? That makes no sense. It happened. happens when you have 300 runs. Yeah, like cheating just happens accidentally. I don't know, man. I don't get it. About the Elatrion run, I assume just find the lightning spam, which happens around 6 times or so, was grinded for it, and it's not even very optimal. It just happened to be the cleanest run I had. If fixing Elatrion was possible back then, there would be way better moves you could fix than that. And also, there was similar and faster runs to mine. The heavy bowgun run, I'm not sure what you meant with fixing, unless you mean the wall bangable mod, which is used by a lot of runners. I honestly don't think mods like that for speedrunners is like, I don't know, that doesn't really feel like a speedrun if you're using a mod like a wall bangable mod. That seems kind of weird, but whatever. Unless you're doing clout farming. My runs aren't even competitive since I'm only interested in finding new strats and see all my runs as just art that fits with the music over it and captures my mood. Cheating is art, guys. What even is a wall bangable mod? Like, so I can give some leeway and understand why you would do the fixed spawn rates for speedruns. Like, obviously, that's going to make a speedrun way easier when you don't have to run around and find it. You get the wall bang 99% with some timing based on the initial move he does. I thought you can always get the wall bang right when you drop in, though. Like, I thought that was just kind of a tactic. Makes him positioned at the start. Oh, okay. So it's a mod that makes it so you wall bang him easier and faster. Okay, because like almost every Elatrion run we do, we always get the wall bang right when we drop in. So I just thought that was normal. But dude, okay, even if like, okay, let's just say he didn't cheat and he just happened to get like the best AI ever after all these grindings, that fucking statement about like, I don't know what's wrong with it, but since people have evidence, they must be right. I don't feel guilty. It happens when you have 300 runs. I don't know if his phrasing there was just wrong, if he was trying to say something else, but that phrasing just came off as so fucking weird. Like, that there alone was just super weird. If you time your pod after the clutch hits, you can get it. Yeah, like I'd say almost every Elatrion run I do with people, and I've even done it myself, where we drop down and we get the wall bang right away. But I could see that the mod would make it easier and faster versus having to like twist him around too many times to get the wall. I could see that, but it's still like kind of silly if in my mind to do that in a speed run, because like part of having to get him positioned properly is part of a speed run in my mind. I know there's plenty of speedrunners out there who will disagree with me. I read that as him not caring because he has 300 runs. I could see that, I guess. It just sounds fucking weird. Like, to me, the way he phrased it made it sound like he has 300 runs, so there's like a random chance he's gonna cheat in those 300 runs. I don't get it. Damn.
Investigation of Deva's conduct, he caught wind of my suspicions. I just decided to ask him directly if he cheated, and was met with a no.
No.
He did mention that his runs were non-competitive. Funny he said that though, because I had seen some evidence that he took great pride in being the self-proclaimed best.
Yeah. Now, right now in the position I am, I have no one to look up to. Like, I don't, sadly. Oh. And that's bad because you can't improve anymore. Like you can't.
Retro is that's the hammer cheater, right? So he's in a call with the hammer cheater. He's being accused of this Elatrion being cheating. I don't know who Bata is.
Improve if you don't have anyone to look up to.
Well, you can always go to Bilibili. There's people doing some crazy stuff
Billy,
there.
Man, Shadow Lords
that's the problem.
Like, what? They don't.
Like
the Bilibili
they do,
people?
but
you can't understand them.
Yeah, they do, but it's slower. Like speedrunning wise, like they have slow runs.
The Bilibili people are having slower runs right now? Oh, really?
Yeah. Like the only guy who beat my runs recently, like one or two of them. Well, actually, one was boosted, and it was the only guy I had competition with for the past 1 year on a lot.
Oh, you can't see on the right. It says on the right, it's a Monster Hunter World 3-minute 39 Elatrion Charge Blade solo. So he's trying to say that like he has no one to look up to, and that no one did it better, and that the person who did do it better was boosted. Versus his 3-minute 49 run.
Do you know boosted, Bata?
Yeah, I did see that. Was that
Yeah. He was doing a
I saw it on Twitter, I think. Yeah.
We were competing on a latcher, and he was going like sub 4, and then I got sub 4, then he got like 50, and then I got 40, and then he got 30, right?
Yeah, Boosted
And
is really skilled. He can.
He's a really good player, and that made
quickly.
like fun for me.
Boosted.
Like I had.
I'm dumb. Boosted is the name of the person who did that run. So, fuck, I don't know enough about speedrunning for all this shit, man.
Challenge at something.
Additionally, as mentioned before, Deva's friend.
So what was he trying to say against Boosted's run? Was like he was saying it wasn't legit, or I don't know, man. I am very, very minimal. Oh, he wasn't. So he wasn't shitting on it. He was just saying that it was the only run capable of beating his. But the dude just got done saying he had like no one to look up to be better. And I'm like, well, then isn't that someone to look up to be better? Because you can beat his score by 10 seconds, right? His only challenger is that person.
And Retro had been accused of cheating Alatrine's AI as well. Specifically because the Latrine should have flown at a certain point, but didn't. We found a re-upload of his run to Blibli, the Chinese version of YouTube, and watched it. Then we looked through the Alatrine AI script to figure out Alatrine's flight behaviors.
Oh, so they're trying to disprove his
Since
run
Retro
too?
has deleted his run from his own channel, I won't bother covering it too extensively, but the short form explanation is that after Dragon Transition, Alatrine must fly after doing 3 or 4 combos, but he did not fly in Retro's run, and instead started a 5th combo before getting KO'd and dying.
I did not know enough about Electron's movesets. Like, I didn't know his movesets were this, like, scripted, basically, in a way. But yeah, he wanted more people to be, like, above him, so he had competition, but then he also keeps saying that all of his runs are non-competitive and just for the art of it. Okay, these are all things that are fixed RNG before the quest. There's no funny stuff that influences monster AI, such as their HP roll, their monster size, their spawn area, blah, blah, blah. Why is he saying dongo? That's like Rise. Wait. Wait, oh, this is... Some of this is for... Oh, he put some Rise fix things in here as well. Okay.
Finally, just to be transparent, I could also be considered a cheater. Here is a list of all the mods I have used over the course of my speedruns.
Oh, these are the list of his mods. Okay, so he wants to show...
So yeah.
He's just trying to show that, like, yeah, I have used some mods for my speedruns, but none of them alter AI. I get it. I now have access to Electron AI mods now, so if I drop a world record, you know I'm cheating. He's so transparent. That's so good.
Just as Carl Jobs said, people always underestimate the autistic power of speedrunners. Even other speedrunners. I'd like to thank all the runners who brought this to my attention and helped compile evidence, and a special thanks to the anonymous Monster Hunter AI expert and the coding nerds who helped me decipher the AI scripts.
Freestyle is when you don't use any, like, mods, right? Is that what freestyle world records are?
Okay, so here's an update. Deva has been contacting me while I've been making this video. He confessed to AI modding, but claimed that he did not intend for illegal AI to occur.
Wait, he confessed? Wait, let me... He confessed? Oh, it's not, yeah, TA. My fucking speedrun limages is so... Oh, yeah, because TA has, like, a bunch of, like, restrictions, right? Yeah, I could never do TA. I think there's too many restrictions. I can't even do regular speedruns, let alone use TA. Wait, okay. Okay, update.
He confessed to AI modding, but claimed that he did not intend for illegal AI to occur.
Wait, so he confessed to AI modding, but did not intend illegal AI to occur. Wait, why would you AI mod then? Like maybe the wallbang mod is considered an AI mod? That's legal?
Well, of course he didn't plan for illegal AI to occur. That's how I caught him. But he still claims he never intended to be competitive, which is in stark contrast to many of the things he has said to other runners and to the general speedrunning community in the past.
Yeah, like what he just said during that voice call. He said he claims he doesn't want to be competitive, but then just said he wants competition. It's like, I should have hid the AI better.
I will let you listen to his confession. He himself said he was cool with me using this audio,
Oh, he
and you
does
can
it in
decide whether or
audio.
not to forgive him for his transgressions. I do hope that he takes this opportunity to reform though, but for him to do that, he must first acknowledge his wrongdoings, rather than claim he has no guilt and has done nothing wrong intentionally. But that's just my opinion.
All right, so I'll explain to you what exactly happened. I know you're not very familiar with the Iceborne running community since you recently just got into it, but there is so-called THK files, which basically alter the percentage of certain moves.
Okay, so he's admitting to altering the percentage of certain chance of certain moves.
And that has been used in my Alatron on the Charge Blade run, which had like a higher percentage to increase the lightning attacks.
Oh my gosh, Juzzi and all those people went through all that work, going through all that like node mapping and figuring all those combo percentages and predictability and all that shit just for this man to be like, yeah.
And most likely, since it was way back then, it wasn't done properly because it's something that was fairly new, and a lot of people use it. I won't mention any names, but I cannot count with two hands how many people use THK editing for that, especially on Elatron. Many of your friends, many runners that you know, and I have screenshots of many people that ask for it, but of course I won't out any of it. So yeah, I mean, in my opinion, there is nothing wrong with it. It's RNG. It's RNG manipulation, just like everything else.
RNG manipulation? Man, it's way more than RNG manipulation. Also, the fact that he could like out so many fucking speedrunners, supposedly. Is that like his way of just like, he's like, okay, I know Juzzi's gonna use this fucking audio in his video. Is this his way of being like, hey, other speedrunners who use this, don't fuck with me because I'll out your ass, dude? Is he like low-key blackmailing other speedrunners in this audio clip?
Everyone can think differently. Of course, you can say it's an unfair advantage, but of course, as I said, I do non-competitive runs. It's just content, and the run was trash anyway. The issue is which you're right with, and you're.
See, I think the RNG in Monster Hunter for speedruns is what can make speedruns so exciting. Because it's not something you control unless you're fucking modding it. Like, to me, that's what makes a speedrun interesting, is because it's RNG. It's not controlled. You never know what's going to happen. And that's what makes it where you actually get good RNG, like, so exciting and makes it such a good run. Like, if you're going to fuck with the RNG, then you're fucking with the... I can't even explain how stupid that is.
Have all the right in the world to talk about it, is that it had an illegal moveset, which can be a side effect of a job.
Like, why even play the game? If you're gonna use mods that fix the monster's health, fix the monster's spawn, fix the monster's AI, you might as well just spawn in a monster that doesn't fucking move and plays dead while you beat on it and get a speedrun. I don't understand. Where is the fun in that? The fun of Monster Hunter is the RNG, my guys. Play Microsoft Excel instead. For real.
For THK editing not being done properly. So yeah, if it's a legal moveset, it's clearly cheated, and I will stand by it. And it happened. But all I will say is that this happens without knowing. And there was also a few runners that got outed for it and also said the same. I don't know what happened, which is basically what happened. You had a file from someone that didn't do the job properly, and the changes in the percentages, it's a complicated file that it leads to side effects simply. So yeah, you're free to use this in your video if you want, or say that I say that, however you want. And yeah, if you want.
I'm sorry. sorry. I have no hate towards speedrunners whatsoever. Like, no hate towards speedrunners. But, like, if you're going to get to the point where you're demonstrating a perfect run, making it a tool-assisted speedrun, that's not playing the game at this point. That's not like a real speedrun to me. Like, it's just so much altering of the game that it's not even the game anymore. Yeah, I don't hate speedrunners. I just hate people who mod it so fucking much that you're not even speedrunning the game. You're speedrunning a monster that just does whatever the fuck you want.
Want to voice chat, you feel free anytime. I'm ready to talk to you more about this and whatever.
Jal, I believe he does sometimes use, well, I don't know if he uses them. He has like talked about like the fixed spawn thing, which I understand. I totally understand the fixed spawn for monsters, especially if you're doing a speed run that's not in an arena, because like it's such a fucking pain in the ass to find them. I don't know if he uses them on his like runs where he's going like through the entire game. I don't know if he uses anything for that. But like those mods I can see make it way fucking easier. That's fine. Especially actually if you are doing a run that's going through the entire game, like that'll cut off so much time. I get it. But like fixing shit like their moveset is just ridiculous to me. If I ever did speedrunning, I would do like all RNG. I would like 100% just do the RNG because to me that's the fun part of Monster Hunter.
Also, it's not just freestyle. Like I'm talking here from runners, especially in TA Wiki. And whenever you see the TA Wiki runs with like Fatalis doing like 5 cones in area 1 from like, only because the runners are known for being good TA Wiki players, like that shit doesn't just happen like that. There is, if you really want to go this route and investigate all of it, you might as well like check all the runs and not.
Yeah, it's the fixed health pool is another one that I've heard people do speed runs with, because then they make sure, because like the monster has like a % chance to have a certain amount of HP, and they will fix it so that they always get the lowest HP that's within that HP pool. So like I don't approve of that one, to be honest. Okay, well it's hard to explain that one, I guess, because I could see that one making it fair. Because, like, how are you going to compete in a speed run if the monster's HP changes? Then you never know, like, which run had better or lower lower or higher HP. But at the same point, it's part of the RNG. And, like, that's kind of what makes it exciting, is not knowing how much HP the monster's going to have.
Just witch hunt me.
Okay, that's how speedrunning in all community works, though. Someone makes a YouTube video and calls it out. Also, 1,000 people checking is better than one. Cheated runs usually get naturally filtered. Deva made good points amongst the guilt deflecting. There are more cheaters out there. Unfortunately, it is so hard to prove that people are AI modding, since you will have to have grinded the matchup yourself to understand the AI, spot an impossible sequence, then go into the game's files to check for AI patterns. If any other speedrunners spot suspect AI in anyone's runs, they should speak up about it. I hope I can help investigate this stuff, but I'm reliant on my AI expert cooperating. LOL. I hope nobody learns to edit AI in Wilds. Me too. Me too. Come on, guys. Just speedrun normally, please. Please, no cheating in Wilds. So this is Deva's comment under Juzzi's video. I am not even going to defend this because illegal moveset is clearly cheating. I may cover a video about specifically and widely used THK editing is across the Iceborne community. Yes, I use THK on the Electron runs, and no, I didn't know the moveset is impossible, else obviously I wouldn't upload the run. Yes, I know that. I know that I cheated, and if I had known that it would have been so obvious and that I would have been called out about it, I wouldn't have uploaded it. Eladrion's AI is insanely complicated, and wrongfully editing a THAK file for just the increase of probability of an attack can lead to illegal moveset. I think my ego is pretty self-explanatory. As newcomer speedrunners were never welcome in the Iceborne, especially if they ran freestyle. This was basically just poison for me. The whole environment just was taking me into dark places. Claiming that shit talking was one-sided, though or not, God, his grammar. I can't understand half of this shit. Displaying how people insult me before my response is not fair. 2 to 5 years later, I can see myself as an improved, humble person, and I am happy about. And many people I know for a while can confirm the changes. I hope to be forgiven by these mistakes, both the Elatrion runs and the person I used to be. Is this a Twitter apology? Is he just doing a, yeah, I fucked up, I'm gonna change, please forgive me, I'm a better person now? My stance on THK will not change though. If it's not a legal moveset and done properly, it's just another RNG manipulation. These people are huffing so much fucking copium that any RNG manipulation in a speedrun is okay. Like, what? Why? Like, you don't have to RNG manipulate this hard. Just like the abysmal small chances of getting spawn, size, HP, attack, palico, and whatever else. I agree, though. I also agree that these are like some RNG manipulations that you don't need to speedrun. Like I said before, I understand the spawn one. The size one I think is a little ridiculous. The HP one, I can see why they do it, but I also don't agree with that. Like, just chase the good RNG. Like, that's part of the fun, right? THK is widely used because I know people that commission them all the way across the board through freestyle, TA Wiki, US, EU, blah, 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 blah. Monster Hunter has no moderation in mods or leaderboards, and people draw lines wherever they want the lines. This is true. We need some more fucking moderation for speedruns if this is going to be a thing. I see my runs as just content these days, and 95% of my runs are lock runs anyways, with not even AI needed to be grinded. I am still happy about my other run achievements. I have around 300 runs. At this ratio, shit will happen. This still makes no sense to me. His whole, like, I have 300 runs and shit will happen thing. I don't understand that. It still sounds like the, I did this run 300 times and oops, an RNG manipulation AI kicked in and gave me an illegal moveset. What? If THK is cheating, so is any mod. If it's not labeled as a tool-assisted run. Because yes, 99% of Iceborne PC runs are tool-assisted. Stop it! Stop! Stop tool-assisting speedruns. Thanks for being considerate and advising people to not harass me. They still will, but that's just action and consequences. Yeah, I mean, don't harass. Don't harass, guys! But fuck, man. Oh, he put it up here. Yes, Deva is a cheater and liar, but don't go harass him for this. He's going to be super fucking depressed now that the truth is out. I think this video's existence is punishment enough. No need to talk shit about him. I did plenty of that on everyone's behalf. Oh, sorry for making this, I guess. Sorry for reacting to his video then. It's not modded, it's just tool assist. This tool assist just sounds even worse. Yeah, like if you are going to do that, so like even though PDS did their modded runs, like their speed runs used mods, as far as I know, they always put what mods they put in the description, right? So like at least put in your description what your mods, tool assist, whatever are. Like at least let people know. So then we can know if we're watching a pure RNG run or what has and hasn't been modded. Did you mod the spawn? Please tell us. Did you mod the HP rate? Please tell us. Did you mod the size? Please tell us. Because I will quite honestly be more impressed by one that didn't use any of that. I mean, I can't say anything. Speedrunners, they still do a lot of good things. Like, they still do more than I could probably do. So, it is what it is there. But personally, I like watching the pure RNG ones, and you should give me the option to know whether or not it is a pure RNG run or not. Yeah, the 300 runs thing makes no sense to me. Holy fucking shit. Okay, so another Elatrion cheater exposed, but At least this one admitted it, right? At least this one admitted it. Yes, that's good, right? And now, apparently, according to his Twitter-esque apology, he is a changed man, and he is going to be different. I can't fucking believe this shit. Do you guys want to nut real quick before I go?
Dicks!
Thank you for the dicks. Would you like to do a quick nut before we end?
No.
Thank you for watching Impromptu React. Holy fucking shit, I can't believe this happened.
No.